Right, hello, hello. Time for some more pixel art. Audio sounds good, that's fine. Swap over to this. Go there, that's good. Chat's fine there. Right, so where we got to last time with pixel art. When did we last do a pixel art stream? This must have been like last week. Trying out a little like medieval building scene, and I quite like the idea of like doing some like a Halloweeny pumpkin vibe piece. So there's still quite a lot to do. I've only worked on that one cloud so far in the sky. There's all this mess that needs to be fixed. Hello again. How's it going? You alright? How was the rest of... No, I watched to the end, I think. You raided, didn't you? Thank you. Yeah, having fun with some of the X-ray stuff, wasn't it? That you were having for Domekeeper. And what was your... You got 6... Was it 6k for the record at the moment? Or is it already been overtaken? I don't know how busy the Domekeeper world record community is. I'd imagine that the scores don't stay especially long at the start of the season. Nice. Yeah, it's quite a different palette to what I'd normally use. So this palette I think is called what was it called? No, it's up here. The Greatest Bird. So you're sitting fairly pretty at the top at the moment. No one's gonna challenge. Depends on how active they're going to be. It's alright, I'm coming for a top spot. Once I figure out how to play Domekeeper again. I'm sure this was gradiented better before. Yeah, by hue, there we go. So yeah, this palette is not... It's very different to ones I've used before. Like, I think my normal palette that I work with, if I do like a new file, I assume it will do normal. Yeah, it's like this vibrant stuff. So it's been quite fun messing around with a completely different palette choice. And yeah, looking into the idea of doing like castle on a hill kind of idea. More focus is going to be on the village that's going to be in the foreground, but we've just done the one building kind of so far. And then I quite liked, I got distracted by doing a lamp, so. But I feel like if we can make it maybe windy, have this swaying a bit. And yeah, we need to do a lot of work up here in this cloud section. And then the rest of the village here, we might do quite a lot in silhouette. But I still want something central here. I mean, really, I want something central. I'm trying to figure out where I can put stuff though. Because the lantern here is kind of like taking up this part of the image. And the castle's there. So it's got to be something down this side. Unless the lantern goes higher. Or even just... Maybe the lantern higher. Cool, thank you. Yeah, it's always difficult when you've been streaming to try and lurk about, but thanks. Yeah, potentially having this higher up and we can extend the lantern down gives us more space to work with down here. And then that also hides a lot of the clouds. We can bring this up a bit as well. But then it's not, the castle's not quite as tall. Like having the landscape way lower. Just for example, smooth them about for a second. If this is all the way down here, yeah, because it gives us a lot of space over here, and it balances against it. I think having this like mountain section higher up as well is quite good. So we'll extend that down, maybe about there, and then we need to deal with the clouds in the background, but we'll deal with that after. So let's start with the lantern then. And all we'll do is we'll just extend down this way. And actually, we can, even better, we can show a bit more of the shading on this if we do that. So we can have the shadow creeping forward a little bit round, as though it's being lit by the lantern. Even bringing this up a little bit more, I reckon. It's gonna be a lot of small, tiny tweaks just to. Maybe we need another shade as well. Oh, we do have another shade. That's why. Do we have anything darker than this? I guess we're using this in the background, but it's just having that as like a blob. Actually, where's our preview window? I can't take it outside of... Does this not dock outside of Aseprite? In which case, let's make it smaller. And we'll just pop it down here. Just so we can see what the overall image looks like with this. And I want to make it a bit wider at the bottom, gives it a bit more support. I think this music can come down just a touch. Because yeah, if this lantern's up higher as well, I mean, unfortunately the wood gets a bit lost in the sky, but the lantern isn't as covered. Whereas when it's down here, you don't get the silhouette as much. Maybe it's even like right on the edge of the scene. We're just got to make sure the sky is brighter at the back here. Might even just turn that sky layer off to do some testing so we can actually see what's going on. See, that would be alright. We could have a really light cloud What layer are you part of? That didn't seem right. Yeah, that would be better. Maybe we just bring this layer above our cloud layer. See what that looks like. See, now it conflicts a bit with that, but it's something we can play around with though. Yeah, I feel like that's better. This looks a bit odd now. Bit more thickness to this. Maybe we move this forward a little bit. Helps if we get all of it. Yeah, I think that'll look a little bit better if we do that. It's a bit too thick now. Lost a bit of the curve there. Let's can we take a darker color? Really, this lighter color should be a bit more visible up here. Maybe here at the tip. And then that's the color we got there, so let's get this. Not sure I like that. Let's play around with it a little bit and see what we can do. It helps with the framing a bit. What layer is this on? This is just directly on that. That's okay. Maybe we have some like moss hanging off of it a little bit. We're trying that with like a bit of climbing here. It's going to get a bit lost in this background. It's like it just like trails off here, so there's something happening here. I need to turn those back layers off because I can't see where the edges of this is. Okay. Could change this into like a leafed ivy. That would be quite nice actually. What have we got? We've just got this brighter one. Is there no in between? That's already darker. Yeah, okay. Almost want to go even brighter. That brighter? That is, yeah. But we could even go like... What have we got by brightness? Up here? It's going to get a little bit lost, but if we put on our background again... That's too bright. Sort by luminance, maybe? This one, maybe? Yeah, that looks alright. Right, now we definitely need to add, if we're going to have a leaf like that, it needs to come smaller. We can eliminate that colour. Maybe we keep more of that colour. We eliminate the other green. See, at that kind of scale it looks alright. If we zoom in a little bit. Let's say we've got a doubling of our scale. And not with this kind of size. That's quite nice. Maybe let's get rid of our reference images for the moment. So we can have that a bit bigger. I think this leaf is too big though. It might even go like this. Okay, I think once we start adding other leaves though, it should take a bit more form. Right, so where are we going? You just have like a dark one here. Just got to trust the process. See what happens. Maybe we can down a little bit with this. That's starting to get there. Not sold on it, but I think if we get rid of this a bit more. More like that. I think that's okay. I think we just need more little leaves and branches and stuff like that over here. Just do some blobs for the moment, and we'll start breaking them out into better images in a bit. Right, this one. What shades have we got? Maybe this? Then we can go like really dark behind. That's looking okay. I'm looking more down here at the preview, which will show the like zoomed out view. Because like really zoomed in, it's never really going to look amazing. Yeah, we can make it even darker here. You could almost do like that as well. Maybe that's what we've got to do. We've got to have a little bit less of this brightness. Doesn't help that this colour behind is a bit too light, but that should be. And what are you using? This is the dark. That does give it more definition. Might need to do that. And maybe even around this like metal. Like this. Yeah, that gives it a bit more texture, and that looks much better, I think. I do quite like that. Random dot in the middle here. Almost gives it some pattern in this darkness. Right, then these other couple of leaves, let's see what we can do with them. These are going to be really dark, aren't they? They can be actually just... even something like that. And this one... This one's too close though. I think we're just going to eliminate that. That can be a bit that's starting to branch out. It's a little bit of texture there. Let's do like that. Yeah, I feel like that looks okay. Need something here, maybe? Do something like that. Doesn't have to do much. Just needs to get some noise onto that. Okay. Let's go with that for the moment. So then what's next though? This feels like it needs tidying up, the metal. Can we give it a bit of shine there? Yeah, that's better. Maybe even extend this a little bit more. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, so something here. What's this at the moment? That's just a bit of white. So how big can we go? Maybe up to like here? Kind of feel like that space. I almost want to carve out a little bit of a path that will join up to this path in the background. And now this angle's wrong for whatever this is going to be. This needs to be facing much more towards us. I'm assuming this is all the same layer. Yep, looks like it. Yeah, that looks much more the right angle. Probably go up a bit as well. Oh, there's something attached that shouldn't be. Where's that? Somewhere over here. So just get rid of that. Oh, didn't mean to erase there. Let's just try and dampen that a little bit. We find something that's this, but a little bit darker. This one. Oh, didn't mean to move. That feels better. Shift that over a little bit so we can see more of this path. Okay. What are we going to do next? What are we going to put in the middle? Like, I quite like some kind of pumpkin, town square, kind like that kind of vibe. Maybe we can have more lanterns. Little street lantern here that takes you off on the path that goes down this way. So let's work towards that a little bit. What's that? That's all connected. This, I think we want to separate those out though. I might even just get rid of that entirely. We can redraw those shapes quite easy, that's fine. We might want a layer above. Yep. Path going down here. That opens out a little bit here. Maybe this is like a square. It's going to have to be off in the distance a little bit. How do we have a road? What's on this layer? There's nothing on this layer. So let's go a layer above that. What layer are you? No? What's this? 16. 14's the lantern. What layer is this? Just the little path? What layer is this? Oh, this is all... Oh. That's why I drew on that on the wrong layer. I thought that was wrong. Okay. Right, and then above this layer, we want to do another few lanterns. Almost want to do some like street lamps. Just put something like that in. It's going to be difficult to show the depth. That's the main thing I'm thinking here. I don't know what this is going to turn out like. I'm just trying to see if we have like a bit of darkness around these lanterns, or will be lanterns. See what happens. So I think we could sell the lighting a bit with some like flicker animation around this kind of pattern. But no idea what it's going to turn out like. I have to play around and see. So as a reference. It's kind of like glow. Just for the moment, I'm going to do something like this. Those are to be replaced. Don't worry. It's not what they're going to stay like. I wonder if a couple of these lights in the background can go. No, I prefer them without. Maybe on that one? Yeah. A bit better on that one. Okay, then behind this is where we're going to start blocking out some more houses. So we make another layer here, but put it below. Get some shapes there again. Don't want to move that. Layer one. What am I removing? On the wrong layer again. How does that happen so often? I guess it's because I'm using the picker tool. Okay, let's select this. Give ourselves a lot more space closer. I think I want to finish about there, which means closer to here we're going to have something else. And with our hues, what can we put here that's not going to clash with this stuff really? Probably got to put like some big bushes. We're going to go above this layer. Above this layer. Yeah, here we go. I think how we're coming into this area. We need a bit more foliage here. All we're going to do is just block out a little bit of it at the moment. We'll make a lot more edits later, but this is starting to come together with a bit more framing. Need something back here. Guess if we put our clouds back on. I think we almost don't need these mountains in the back at all. Yeah, I think it's better without that layer. So let's leave that off for the moment. And our sky layer, we can select some more. Just color all the way down, just so that we've got some background. Right, back to this one. Just eliminate all of that mess. Gonna redo all of that in a sec. Why are we not in front of that layer? Layer 20. It's layer 13. We should be well in front of that layer. What layer is this? Oh, because I put it on the wrong layer, that's why. It's so easy to select the wrong layer. I think we can use some like foliage and stuff as framing. That's no good here now. That was fine against the black background, but That's got a little bit more structure to it. Kind of. This one doesn't work for me. Let's just eliminate that as well. Much better without that. Okay, then we can have a road. A bit more of a road coming through. A bit more like something brighter. Or something more like muddy colour. Maybe some like different pathways that people use. Let's do the shader for this. Not really going to look as much like a path, is it? Maybe. Going to be very different from how this started, but that's good. It's not loads. Oh, I like if we do some detailing on this. A couple of buildings here with some more detailing. Maybe like a bench or something to make this more of like a square. More detailing on some of these houses and then the lanterns. Maybe. Out here is so out of place now. Definitely gonna have to change these up. Like what does that look like with a cloud like this over here? Kind of gets lost behind that there. What about with bright clouds over this side? It's not so bad actually. I mean, we could do the standard like big moon in the background. Even like here, that could work actually. It's too big. Maybe like that. Does change where our light source is coming from a little bit, but that only really affects this, and that doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, that can work. So what if we take this, select it, copy it, paste it, and then can we flip it? No. How do we flip this bit? Rotation? $180. 180? No, that's a skew. Okay. Can we do sprites? Edit, flip. Flip. Horizontal. Doesn't work as well because it's not a clear background, and also it's not really designed with that in mind, is it? That needs to go. Why are you not eliminating? What's going? Oh wait, because we've got a selection made, that's why. God, that was confusing me so much for a second. I think we just get rid of all of this reflection one. Okay, if we add in a bit more definition here. really know how to draw trees yet in pixel art. Could be something worth doing a bit more work in. That's way too thick there now. Kind of. I don't hate it, but it definitely needs more work. I'm always tempted to take this and just do like a full outline around it. Just separates it a bit, but I mean, it looks okay in the overlay. Let's try that for a moment. Oh, it's just applied it to everything. I quite like that effect though. It's almost like a stained glass feeling to it. No, let's add some more shading here though. To this layer, make sure we're on the right layer. I don't really have an idea of what I'm actually doing here, by the way. Just playing around, seeing. On the wrong layer. Good. Okay. So I feel like it almost needs like some more cut-ins. So a little bit less. It's a bit too uniform at the moment. That's what's messing it up, I think. Yeah, I think that looks better. Make it less just like big blobs rather than... Maybe let's have... do something, some like other plants that can come through. Not sure I like that. Wait. It needs something else in this section here. Which we've not used a lot of like the purpley. Could even have, and wait, another layer on top of this. I'm thinking like some like grass or reeds. It's going to be difficult to put in. Let me do one and then see what it looks like. So maybe do like a something like this. And then with a little bit of shading. Is there anything I can do working with that? not overly sold on it just yet. Maybe has some like flowers on it, some kind. It's a very alien looking plant at the moment, but is it something we can adapt, or is it not going to work? We'll see. Maybe do something like these instead. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure something like that's going to work with this palette. I mean, even with this scene anyway. Right, I think we can do a quick break. Needs to stretch. Have a look around. I can't. It's getting there. I like the framing bit. This needs a lot of work around here. The rest of the sky needs finishing, and then whatever I'm going to do here with this town or village. I feel like I just need to have a look and do some better foliage down here. Maybe that's what we do. Let's just have a quick look. If we do instead on this layer behind it, what if we just do like a load of... Oh, if I can get... Why am I behind? That's 20. Oh, that's 22. Wait. Let's move that there. So if we do something like this. What's here? Why is that in front? This is in front, right? Yeah, it is. That's 100% pixel scale. We see him in a bit. Yes. Oh, I don't hate it again. I'm not sure I like this. I think better without. And then we're going to need something to maybe give an outline to that. Oh, no, I need to make sure it's just on this one. Not sold on that either. We'll find something in a minute that will work how we want it to. Just edge that forward a little bit. Okay, maybe we swap and do like a little bench here somewhere. Probably above this layer. It's going to be tricky working with this size pixel. What can we put in the center of the square? We got any good? Maybe like a something like medieval town square. Not a Lego square. We could do like stools. That would be an option. Why is it all Lego? Or maybe a well? A well could be good, actually. Because that would be a reason for the town to have sprung up around it. So let's bring that forward. And then... it's difficult because we haven't got anything that really like highlights an area as much. Maybe our road color, we're gonna have to change. Don't really want to highlight too much attention to it, so maybe let's do, we take this road color and we'll replace it with this instead. And then this color here, we'll replace it with maybe one of these. Doesn't really give a lot of information, but that's okay. Why have you changed though? Right, so that gives us a greyish background to work with. I mean, clearly we're going to want the bucket to be like a bright orange. How much space? We're not going to have a lot of space to work with here. This should be above this layer. What are we, 24? Yep, go above there. Can't really use green for the well. But we could do some foliage around it. Like some bushes and stuff. That'll help separate it out. They can be quite light bushes. It could even be that kind of colour anyway. Should we just block out a space and then we'll colour it after? Oh, want to do that? Yeah, this bucket's all so wrong for this. It's probably just going to be able to be 3 pixels wide. Probably working with like this instead. Might even be that. That could be our bucket. Oh, I'm using the wrong shortcuts. I think it adds the right... yeah, something has to be around here, and a well would make sense. Let's try and keep it all together. The bushes, we might need to figure out what we're doing with that. That could be maybe to one side of it. Yeah, that's a bit better. And then maybe we have a look at these lanterns. Let's give this some colours. So if we do... What's going to show up though? I guess we can do like some bright wood colour. At least on this pole. Let's just paint it. It's fine. What's this one? This is our roof unit, right? Let's get rid of the bits underneath. Let's get rid of the black entirely. And then on this one, that looks terrible. It's a bit better. Trying to show that there's going to be shade underneath the roof of it. Also, the shape of this I don't like. It's needs to be like shallower. Not like that though. Maybe a bit more like that. Hmm. Two, and 1. Yeah, that shape looks a bit better. That feels more like a well roof shape. Maybe we just get rid of these two as well. It's weird when it's up close it looks so odd, but in this picture it kind of feels like it's fitting a bit better. I don't know. Yeah, that feels alright there. So we definitely need a street lamp or something here, because we're providing that source of light from there. Okay, so then the rest of this, what colour can we use? Can we use this? Maybe this dark green. Let's do that first. So we'll just replace these two. And then probably bring in, actually, we'll probably just shade it back in. I don't feel like it needs a loads more detail on it. Like, we do need a little bit more colour here. If I can get my shortcuts right. So maybe we have this. Maybe show a bit of the rim. It's not obviously a well right now. Oh, just realised I shrunk this palette. So maybe no, I need the brightness or luminance. Luminance is probably the ones that we want here. Actually, we might separate this out, this bucket, for another layer. If we set that, Hey, hey, how's it going? Full bong rip. Thank you. It's getting there. We're doing it as like a bit of practice. And it's weird, like it slowly like chisels away. the way I see this pixel art stuff that I've done so far. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. Still needs a lot. Like the lanterns need finishing off, and the rest of the village we're going to do a bit more, and then I want to animate it as well, so there's still lots more to do on this. But it is starting to come together. I'll probably share the image at the end, because it's only like the actual size of this is this, so in terms of like download size, it's going to be tiny. So yeah, but I would probably export it at 100% like standard, and then you can, whoever downloads it can expand it to whatever size they want, as long as you turn off any aliasing settings. It depends. If I'm going to put this, I don't know where I'm going to put this. I'm just saying this as practice, really. But if there's enough people who want it, maybe the easiest thing is just to put it into Discord, and then if anyone wants it, then they can download it. Just pixel art in general. I'm currently getting into making 2D games in Godot, and I'll want to do the pixel art for that. So trying to do some background pieces and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be Rasta Godot. Nice. I'm assuming, yeah, you're a game dev as well, aren't you? Can't remember. You're making a horror game and you went and corrupted your PC. What? Oh no. What, completely? Oh, right, okay. Wait, as in the files, sorry, I'm missing this. Have you lost the files for the game that you were making? Or part of the horror element, are you suggesting that files? No. Oh no. I was a bit confused there, where you were saying like, yeah, part of the horror of the game is to pretend that you're deleting files off of the player's computer. How long were you working on that? I mean, you were still benefiting from the knowledge you gained on working on it, and there's no chance of a backup anywhere. I mean, that's something I've just started thinking of today, is now that I'm getting a bit of a prototype together, or starting to get a bit of progress in Godot, is doing the version history stuff. So start tying it into Git or something like that. Sorry to hear about that. It would be... Ooh. brand new to Godot, started making a survival game, and then started making a parkour game, and then the horror game. Jumping around a little bit. Yeah, eventually I want to get into horror. For the moment, I'm working on a turn-based, like, battler, turn-based strategy kind of thing. Because I know how to write 100 if statements and kaboom. Nice. That's one way to do it. What was it? Was it is it Undertox? Sorry, Toby Fox's Undertale. Like his code is just like a ton of if statements or switch statements for all the dialogue. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. It's all in one if. Oh my god. I mean, it goes to show you don't actually have to. I don't have to actually have to code too well, but okay, let's get this bucket back in. It's more a case of, I mean, I haven't played Undertale, but I know that determination is a bit of the story, isn't it? But every time you save, it fills you with determination. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure Twitch doesn't cut links. The YouTube chat does, but I think Twitch allows you to post. Nice. No, oh, that's come through to me. Let's bring that up here. Whoa. Let YouTube have a little think about it. Don't know if there's any audio. It might be muted on this tab. Oh. 4 weeks ago. Is it a case of a lot of the models you've lost? Have you lost everything? I did just see a person in the corner there. Oh, there's a lot. It was okay, but it posted 4 weeks ago. Do you still have any of the files, like the 3D models or anything like that? Most of the models are assets, okay. So there's a chance of you're not interested in rebuilding it. Was there a reason you didn't do version history, version control? Is it just a case of something you were going to get to later? No. What's your plans going forward though? That can't. I know it's painful, but looks like you've got a lot of the code functioning there, so I'm sure you can start building another game if that's of interest. Who knows? You might come back to the horror game. You do a bit more and then come back to it. Let's see. All right. I mean, there's always an option as well of, like, it does give you a chance to restart and redevelop everything. There's a lot of times when you come back to old code, you want to refactor it anyway. It's just an excuse to do it now. Right, we need the bar that goes across and then the chain hangs down. The chain can just be black. That's... Oh, 3-hour drive. Nice. Is that a 3-hour drive to get a haircut? It's dedication. But yeah, thanks for dropping in. Hope to see you soon. No, no, okay. Sleep well. So yeah, I think we need a bar across and like, yeah, there will be a bit more done on that for in a bit. We'll need the crank as well, or just like alternating. you don't pick that up at all in the overall image, but yeah, thank you. I have to figure out, it's got to be something a lot brighter, otherwise we're not going to see it like that. Ugh, even with that. Night, thanks. That's true, yeah. I'm not overly focused on like too truthful stuff, but yeah, that's a good shout. So yeah, I guess we can use a bit more like a brownie color. It's like such a jumbled mess when it zoomed in. And this needs to be lightened up a little bit. Show you the actual well goes down. Yeah, actually we're coming up to a 2-minute mark here. So let's do a little break. It's getting there with this. Maybe the alignment of this needs to come across. It needs to come left a little bit. But it is good progress. Let's save and let's do a quick break. Let's do the little 3-minute one. Back in a second. Right. Stretch over. Clear that. So I think maybe if we move this over entirely and the bush there. This road we can like straighten up a little bit. Actually just have it all kind of around the well. Getting cool. Yeah, that's definitely looking better. I think simplifying some of these bits. So we've not got all these different various colors. Like this color here, I don't think it's adding. We did put it in to show that the lighting from the street lamp is going to show. I don't think it's necessary now. So many things on the wrong layers. I just want to get rid of this street lamp for the moment, and we'll redraw it in somewhere else in a second. Because it can be on its own layer, it doesn't need to be with the other one. Oh, that's just through this. There's just a gap there in every layer. That was just the background sky. Okay, can we work on these silhouettes a little bit? Make sure we're working on the right layer, yeah. I feel like for a lot of these silhouettes, we can probably just get away with doing something like this, and then even just having like a few little lights shining out. That's too big. And then can we lighten around these? Do something like that. I might undo all of this. I'm just gonna try it out and see what works with it. Not sold on that. What if I dim them like this? It could work. I think if we have some more stuff happening in the foreground, that makes it obvious that this is the kind of structure that we're looking at the back there. It's not noticeable. That could be a little bit too noticeable. I wonder if we can do like something more that's going to stand out. Is this going to stand out? That's too much. It's kind of working. Let's just check it is all on that layer. That's good. Yeah, it's definitely looking better like that. Just need to start bringing more color into them though. So what color is this? This is like, it's quite high up on our values. So maybe we can have some like this kind of color. No, even that's a bit light at the moment. There still needs to be something to break this side up a bit more. And we need more definition in this road. We need to finish off the well. We need to finish off the sky. And then we need something as we get closer here. Maybe we even just have this road continue around a bit more. Is that the same? That's the background, no. You need something that shifts the perspective of the road a bit more. Or the different pathways. There's too many different layers there. That's alright. I might wrap up there though. Streaming quite a bit earlier as well. Well, not loads earlier, but got another stream tomorrow for some more game dev. I feel like this is getting into a good state. It's probably one more stream's worth of work on this, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I hope it's been interesting. So tomorrow, plan is to do some more Godot game dev stuff. Probably doing more either some game design decisions. I need to figure out how the game manager is going to work, or it's going to be figuring out version control stuff. So not the most interesting bit, but very useful. So integrating Git into Godot, we'll see how that works. So that'll be about maybe like 2 o'clock GMT, which is what, like just over 12 hours, well, 14 hours, something like that time. We'll come back to this again at some point. Hopefully do a few more streams during the week as well. If you're interested in game dev, pixel art, and that kind of stuff, please consider follows, subscribes, all the standard streamer stuff. There's a Discord where you can keep up to date with announcements for going live, and I'll probably start posting stuff like this when it's finished. I might do a channel of like finished pixel art. And yeah, that's the plan. Catch you all next time. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.